This video will show you how to make the vibrational shift from the frequency of wanting versus having. This is the game changer. This is why so many people aren't experiencing what they want, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make that shift. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron, and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the vibrational difference between that of wanting versus having, and this little technique or mindset shift that makes all the difference in the world. And it's something that I've realized through years of practicing the law of attraction or how to create our own reality. There are things that I notice in so many people. When people really want something, and the difference between that and the actually having of it, and why sometimes certain things may happen that then gets you into that vibrational shift. So I was actually thinking about this yesterday because I was talking to some friends, and we were talking about that of something that we notice when it comes to people wanting to get pregnant. Now, I know it's kind of a random analogy, but when people think about it like this, there's some couples that will try to get pregnant. And for some reason, it's not happening. Like, they want a baby, but the baby ain't coming out. There's no baby being made. And what happens is they really want it, but then this is a funny thing that can happen. This happens a lot, by the way. People really want a baby. They're doing their thing. They're trying to make it happen, and it's not happening. So then what they do is they go and adopt. They say, you know what, maybe it's not meant to be, I'm going to go adopt, and that's how we're going to have our baby. They go adopt. Then what happens is, without really even intending for it, within months of adopting, all of a sudden, they get pregnant. Well, you know, the woman gets pregnant. And it's something they tried out for years, but just now happens within a month or two of adopting a baby. It's this phenomena that happens very often. Now, why would this be? I have a theory behind that. And my theory is that the vibration of wanting a baby and creating a lot of importance and putting that idea of a baby on a pedestal, and the fact that the baby isn't already here, creates resistance that then doesn't allow the baby to come through. However, once they get and they adopt, they then lessen the importance of the wanting the baby, because then they have the baby. They have a different baby. It's not the way that they thought, but now nonetheless they have adopted a baby, and they're in the vibration of having a baby. Because of that, without any trying whatsoever, they then get pregnant. And all of a sudden, they've gone from the vibration of wanting to the vibration of having, and then something happens easier than ever without even really trying. Why did that happen? Well, I believe it's because the wanting vibration and the having vibration are different, and because they made this shift, even though they were unconsciously using the outer reality to make that shift, because then they have the baby, but then they allow it through. And the reason that is because then vibrationally, they were in alignment with that desire. They were in the vibration of having. So the question is then, do we need to adopt a baby in order to have? And the answer to that is no, we don't. What if they, instead of, I'm saying, there's nothing wrong with adoption. Maybe they were meant to adopt a baby. So I'm not saying, they got to give with the baby. But what I'm saying is that it wouldn't be necessary if you could embody the vibration of that, of having the baby. And also think about it. The couple that has the baby, if they were to loosen up and think it was natural for them to have a baby, it'd be much more likely. But you see, in the wanting vibration, it's really important, and they put it on this pedestal without knowing it vibrationally, and then that separates themselves from it. You see, anytime we say something like, I really want something, we are vibrationally saying, I really don't currently have it. Because you're saying, I want that from over there into here, which is emphasizing the lack of it right now. That is a difference vibrationally than that of having. Because if you have it, it's just natural for you. If you have it, it's a much different vibration. Think about this in terms of TV stations. You see, because the truth is that there's an infinite number of parallel realities that exist. This is what quantum physics is showing us. Based on our intention, that's what increases probability. But there are many different realities that exist. And imagine it like a TV station. If you are on a certain TV station, if you're on HGTV, watching home renovations, trying to figure out how you can rearrange your home, or watch House Hunters and watch people that look at 3 houses and then choose based on those 3 houses, they choose which house they're going to live in for the next 20 years. That might be a channel you're watching. You watch that channel to get into, and you know that at the same moment, you could, if you wanted to, shift the channel to Bravo. Maybe. And you can watch like Housewives or something. I don't know. I don't watch that show. I don't watch any of those shows. But I'm just sharing the idea. Go from one vibration. Okay, those 2 channels exist in the same moment. They're just different frequencies. And you don't try to change the HGTV channel itself. You just switch the frequency. You see, you don't have to create channel 39 or whatever Bravo TV is. You don't have to create it. You just got to change the channel using the TV remote or using your Apple TV or whatever it is. And it can be that easy. So understand this. The vibration of the couple that doesn't have the baby, the versions of them that already have the baby already exist. They don't have to create the baby. But they're going to try. But they can, actually they do. I mean, you guys get the analogy though, right? You don't have to create the reality and tap into a vibration. The vibrational reality already exists. They could do the action. You know what I mean? And the action, they have to take the action in order to have the baby. They don't do nothing, nothing gonna happen. But it's about understanding that it's easier than they think. It's easier than they think. And what they can do is they can just acknowledge the vibration of that version of them and how natural it is for them to have the baby and what that would be like, what their morning routines would be like, what the vibrations of that version of them doing in that parallel reality, and they can begin to tap into that. And then by doing that, they're changing the remote from the wanting to the having. And eventually, they'll get pregnant with something. But what they got to do is switch the frequencies, switch to the vibration. And you can apply this in any area of your life, not just being pregnant. I'm just using that as an example because when we were talking about that yesterday, I was like, oh, I'm going to talk about that in tomorrow's video. But say you really, really want a job. And you really, really want it, and you go into a job interview, and it's a lot of importance, and you're sitting in front of the person you're doing the interview, and you feel kind of nervous because you really, really want it. Well, understand that the vibration of wanting and the vibration of having are different. If you were to go in there knowing that you're just the right fit for the job, that you're going to add value to that company, which is then tapping into something called outer intention, which taps into the intention of the company. So adding value is so powerful. And if you were to go in there just knowing it's natural for you to do well, have the intention of adding value, of really shining your light and showing them what your personality is like, you have a much better chance of getting the job than you do if you're just really, really wanting it and not vibrationally compatible with it because of how bad you want it. So the vibration of wanting and the vibration of having are completely different vibrational realities based on the focus in the moment and whether you are happy in the present moment. You see, this is the other thing. The vibration of having is the vibration of you in a happy mood. One of the best ways to shift from wanting to having is to just loosen up, to have more fun. Reality is like a dream, and when you learn how to play through this dream, it's like a mixture of a dream and a game. We come here to learn, but it's meant to be fun. It's meant to be more of a flexible dream, not meant to be so serious. And when you have more fun with life, you find yourself shifting through it in a much easier way. You find that things become very, very light. And in lightness, so much can happen. The more the more that I have enjoyed my life over the last year, the more success has come so much easier, and I enjoy the process. That's what I'm realizing now, is the old paradigm of like you have to work really, really hard all the time in order to be successful and all this stuff. In the beginning, that may be something that helps, as having like a strong work ethic and all of these things, but understand that if you're not enjoying it, you're creating resistance. If you instead have more fun, it loosens up the vibration, and then because you're in a high vibration, you're closer to already having it. It's an easier jump. But if you're saying this moment right now isn't good enough because I want to get over there, you're creating this resistance. If you want to close the gap, increase your vibration. How do you increase your vibration? The best way I know how to do that is just to have more fun, to do more things you enjoy. It's not that you even, this is another thing too, it's not even that you have to change what you're doing, it's just change how you're doing it. I still make daily videos on YouTube, and I still do things with my business like I've been doing for the last 2-3 years. However, I do it with a much more fun attitude. I do it and I have more fun. I enjoy myself. It's not as serious that I have to do this, this, or this, or this. It's more so, how can I enjoy this? The how is what changed. But here's the thing, because the how is changing, I'm enjoying it more, I'm in a higher vibration, and I'm closer to the things I quote unquote want or already have, you see? I don't have to want it so much because I feel good either way. If that couple that wanted to get pregnant was good either way, they may have gotten pregnant sooner. They're like, it's okay that the baby doesn't come yet. Let's just have fun with the process. Why are we making love? Because we have to get a baby. Why don't we just make love? And then the baby may come. But if it's like there's so much desperation for this baby because it would make everything better, then it may create resistance. I understand that there could still be a really strong desire to have kids, but understand that it can be more of a smooth process. It can be a fun process, and maybe loosening up. Loosening up is one of the easiest ways to let go of what is called excess potential. This is a reality transurfing term. The idea is that anytime we put something on a pedestal, we create importance. Importance vibrationally separates us from the reality we want. Anytime you make anything important, if you're trying to attract someone into your life and you start to talk to someone and you make them very important, you put them on a pedestal and you immediately start to distance yourself vibrationally from them. They'll feel that inside of your energy. When you talk to them, they'll feel like something's a little bit weird. But when you said you have fun, guess what? It's a much more contagious energy. If it's the job that you want, instead of really, really wanting it, put it on a pedestal, loosen up and have fun. Now, I'm not saying go to the interview and be like, yo, what's up, dude? I want this job right here. I'm in the vibration of having it. This is my true personality. But what you can do instead is you can relax. You can go in, shine your light, know that you add value. And just be in the vibration of accepting that it's something and a job that you can have. You see, so understand that there is a difference in vibration from the vibration of wanting something, from the vibration of having something. They're different television station frequencies. They both exist right now. The vibration of, think of whatever you want, and think of it and know that there's a vibration of wanting that thing or that experience. There's a vibration of having that thing or that experience. To tap into the vibration of having that experience, first off, loosen up about the process. Have more fun, because how you do something is going to be the energy state you take with it. Increase your vibration first, and then focus on the part of you, the version of you that already is living this lifestyle. Begin to merge the thought patterns. Begin to merge the beliefs of that version of you, the body posture of that version of you. Put yourself in the vibrational frequency of it. And the more you do that, the more you're going to be in that vibrational frequency. See things as natural. Take away the importance of the wanting. Know it's natural for you to experience that. And by doing that, you begin to create more and more of this potential inside of your life. And then go through your life just knowing that as you loosen up, as you focus on the version of you that has that, and you're just being that version of you now, you also have an identity that's a part of who you are. Identity is a part that can really change your manifestations, because if you see it as natural for you, it's a part of your identity for you to have that kind of job, for you to be in that kind of relationship, for you to have kids. It's a part of your identity. Then it's easier for you to vibrationally align with it. So I have videos as well on that of changing self-image that are very powerful, that can help. Also, to become more aligned to it, just understand that the more you raise your vibration, the more things you want will be something that you have. So one of the most powerful meditations I have is in the top of the description box below. Listen for 21 days. I think it could change your life. And also, I'll be doing more live Q&As on Instagram. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, you can follow me right here. I post twice a day there. Plus, I answer questions in Q&As quite often. So if you have questions, you want to hang out, you can do so there. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the little notification gear so you can see the daily videos that I do. And other than that, as always, peace, much love, and namaste.